playoff time.
Yeah, maybe like in the 90s, Brian. I mean, I prefer teams that pick up the pace, take a lot of threes. They can outrun you.
Yep, that one goes.
Well, if there's somebody open on the court with the same jersey on, Vandersloot will find her incredible court vision.
Outside Williams. Ogumake. Over Atkins. Ogumake misses.
It's very dangerous to leave her open like that. Lucky break for the D that she missed it.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Kicks it out to Reese. It's rebounded by Seattle. Diggins Smith with it. Pass to Ogumake. Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's McGregor. The basket good off the assist from Nneka Ogumake.
I like how McGregor picks her spots on offense, knows when to look to score inside.
Now Atkins. Here's Vandersloot. Back to Cardoso. Makes it off the glass.
Love the awareness from Vandersloot. She usually makes the right read in the pick and roll.
And here is Diggins Smith over to the left wing. Out to Ogumake. Pass to Williams. Oop, there's the 24-second violation, so they'll turn it over. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's Vandersloot. And she drops in the layup off glass.
Well, Vandersloot is just fearless, getting past the inside contact and getting to her finish.
And one thing about this Chicago team, they play hard, they play with effort.
They have such a great mindset. It's a tough one. They don't give up anything easily. And that starts with their young bigs. They set the tone. If you're going to play this Sky team, you are in for a battle.
Now here's Vandersloot. Outside Atkins. Vandersloot, pass to Cardoso. 6 to shoot. Nurse with it. With the teardrop. Cardoso. Great positioning on the putback.
Good work to turn that miss into 2 points in the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them.
Yes.
And great instincts, too, you know, anticipating where the miss was going.
Now here's Williams. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
What is she thinking right there? Only need one move on your way to the rim, not two.
That's what I call a captivating move right there. She absolutely incinerated the defense with that one.
Diggins Smith with it. Vandersloot defending. Diggins Smith's shot is off.
Those chances, usually they're 2 points for her. The D, I guess, did just enough to bother her.
Back to Atkins. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Kia Nurse.
That's what I call pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open teammate was.
Seattle calls timeout. The Storm making a switch here. Seattle trailing here. Here's Diggins Smith. Pass to Brown. And the call will be against Brown. That's her first foul.
Way to get there first and absorb the contact.
Yeah, clearly no flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Now here's Vandersloot. Pass to Atkins. From downtown, no good there.
Even without that basketball dropping for her. The defense should have done way more on that last play.
Yeah, I mean, the D's got to be better as a coach. You can't stand seeing her having that much space to get her shot off. Taking initiative in the open floor. When Nurse works hard in these situations, good things happen.
Back to Diggins-Smith. Pass to Brown. Can they get it? And it's Diggins-Smith laying it in.
One of the most coachable players in the league, Diggins-Smith's curiosity leads to her constant improvement.
Now here's Nurse. Vandersloot with it. Here's Cardoso. Off target with the jump hook. Brown with it. She's picked up by Reese. And Ogumake gets it to go.
A solid three-point shooter. Give Ogumake room to pull the trigger, and she's not going to hesitate.
Vandersloot right side. No good. Excellent D there from Skylar Diggins-Smith. Ogumake with the ball. Reese on her. Now Brown. Wyatt so far offensively searching for first points of the game. Out to Ogumake. Diggins-Smith. From outside, off the mark. Now here's Vandersloot. Defense right on her. Puts up the three. Sinks the three-pointer.
If Vandersloot gets a look she likes, she lets it rip. I love her quick decision-making.
Right side, Diggins-Smith. Watches it. Cans it from downtown.
No matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to cut it.
Chicago in the lead. Pass to Reese. Atkins. She's covered by Brown. It's Kia Nurse on the wing. Cardoso with it. Uncovered. No good on that shot. Outside, Diggins-Smith. Vivians. Brown up top. Here's Ogumake. A rebound by Camila Cardoso. To the inside. Here's Reese. The shot good on the assist by Ariel Atkins.
A capable distributor, Atkins is able to see the big picture within the game.
Ogumake up top. Shoots over Vandersloot. Ogumake, that's good.
I'm sure that wasn't the shot they had in mind there, but they'll take it.
Outside Reese. Cardoso up top. Pass to Vandersloot. And a foul called on the shot. Got her on the way up that time, so she'll shoot two.
You know, we try to not play favorites, but the truth is we're all fans here. So, guys, who is your favorite player to watch?
This is easy. I got to go with Sabrina Ionescu, who's also from my hometown of Walnut Creek. She plays so unselfish, but also has an amazing three-point shot, so she can score in bunches.
Hey, I'm a big Kelsey Plum fan. You know, I love players who can shoot, and Kelsey certainly can do that. But she also has other parts of her game that are very good. And, of course, I mean, lefties, they just make everything look better.
Outside Reese.
Pass to Vandersloot. Lays it up and banks it in.
Figuring out ways to score inside at 5'8". Vandersloot has multiple ways to finish.
Outside, Diggins-Smith. Lexi Brown on the wing. Misses the layup. She had her with that pump fake, but couldn't make her pay. Jefferson, guarded by Diggins-Smith. Jefferson outside. From From outside the arc. Storm with the rebound.
He had all the time in the world to get that shot off.
And they've been looking at a sink offensively.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Diggins-Smith. Jefferson with the steal. Here's Vandersloot. And she can't extend the lead to double digits. And here's Brown. Skylar Diggins-Smith outside. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Sky out in front, up by 8. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And the first quarter in the books, second about to get underway. And when you consider how the Sky are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
I like what we're seeing for them, going right at the basket. Tons of points down there in the paint.
They've been the aggressor early, attacking the hoop and getting in the paint.
On offense, here the Sky. Pass to Reese. Now Cardoso. First outside. Back to Cardoso. The shot comes out.
Ezzy Magbagor, nice defense. On the wing, Jordan Horsey.
And there's the foul. It'll be on Kia Nurse. That's her first foul.
First team foul.
Forced in the screen. And that's a foul called on Jefferson. That's her first foul.
Second team foul.
Outside Wheeler. Pass to Brown. Three-pointer. Drains the three-pointer.
A confident shooter from deep. When Brown finds just a little space in the perimeter, she wastes no time firing away.
And here's Reese.
Nurse outside. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there. It's going to go on Alicia Clark. And first trip to the free throw line for her in this one. And the first one falls for her.
Someone who fits nicely into the rotation. Nurse has a pretty good all-around game.
And she makes both free throws. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Outside Wheeler. Pass to Brown. Back to Wheeler. And again, Seattle with the triple.
Don't let Wheeler catch you out of position defensively. If she gets a clean look, she's firing.
First outside. Vandersloot.
Forston with the rebound.
The Storm trail. Left side, Wheeler. Here's Brown. Pass to Magbagor. Just 4 to shoot. No good on the triple.
You can tell she thought that triple was going to fall.
She's just shaking her head after that miss.
That shot by Nurse, no good. Seattle with the ball. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. To the wing, right side. Clark outside. Magbagor.
Reese defending.
Here's Brown. The three-pointer, no good. And so it's Chicago with it. A 4-point game. Pass to Vandersloot.
Reese with it. Now Cardoso.
Now here's Vandersloot. 9 points in the game.
And the basket by Cardoso.
Give an assist there, not for a pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed her up and really just made that layup possible.
Wheeler, and she uses the glass on the layup.
Reading the defense like a book. Wheeler elects to take it herself in the two-player set.
Outside Reese.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Back to Vandersloot. Expanding her range. Doesn't go that time. And the Storm with possession. Trailing by 4. Pass to Brown. Wheeler. Clark outside. Now here's Brown. There's the triple.
It's hauled in by Angel Reese.
First outside.
Outside Reese.
Atkins. Inside. And she floats it in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
That's the type of lead pass we've really come to expect from her.
They really want to find that igniter here.
That's right, their offense is ground to a standstill.
Maybe you need to suit up, Tim. They need a spark. Back to Wheeler. Shoots a three. A rebound by the Sky. Nurse outside.
Kicks it out to Reese.
Vandersloot.
Back to Reese.
And that comes off the assist by Courtney Vandersloot.
That's the vision you get with Vandersloot. She's always looking to set up her teammates offensively.
Out to the wing. For three, McGregor gets it to go from downtown.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Now a timeout called by Chicago. And so it's Chicago with it, leading by 5.
Back to Reese. Pass to Onion Wade.
High arcing shot, so she gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots next. And she knocks down the first one. That one misses. And it's the Storm with the ball. Diggins-Smith with it. Vandersloot covering. Soft touch off the glass.
The defense pretty much helpless to stop that layup. Just too much of a mismatch in terms of height.
Pass to Vandersloot.
Reese.
From 18 feet away. And once again off the mark by Chicago.
And it's Angel Reese with the rebound.
Chicago in the lead. To the paint. It's stolen by Ogumake. Here's the break. And Williams gets it to go.
Yeah, always aware of what's happening on the court. Ogumake keeps her teammates engaged.
Outside Reese. Back to Vandersloot. Pass to Cardoso.
To the middle. The shot is good, and so is her shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
That pass into the paint was dead on target.
Diggins-Smith with it. 5 points in the game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Skylar Diggins-Smith. That is her first foul of the game.
Great defense, anticipated the play, and got there first.
And coaches love players that are just not afraid to put their bodies on the line and take a shot for the team.
A drive by Mariah Jefferson. That's a no-go, and she's still looking for her first bucket after 2 shots. Outside, Diggins-Smith. Outside, Williams. Clock at 6. Down low. And so she draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Third team foul.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Pass to Jefferson. Shoots over Williams. Shot's good by Jefferson.
I love when Jefferson hits the mid-range. It's a shot that's perfect for her game.
Outside, Diggins-Smith. Ogumake left side. Pass to McBagor. Ogumake. She's covered by Jefferson. Ogumake can't hit. Jefferson outside. Reese. She's guarded by Williams. Yep, count it.
It's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
The Storm trail. Ogumake. She's covered by Jefferson. To the left side wing. She's covered by Allen. And that one drops for her. Jefferson outside. Launches a 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Well, Jefferson does not take a ton of shots from downtown, but she does hit at a solid clip.
Up top, Diggins-Smith. 5 points in the game. Ogumake. Second shot opportunity. Here's McBagor. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And they're looking for some kind of spark here.
Yeah, cold stretch offensively. They need a bucket. But with length, speed, a bounce to her step, McBagor is a chore to guard.
That's her first trip to the line.
2 shots.
She's perfect from the line this time. Stolen by Diggins-Smith. And here's Nika from... And it's good at the buzzer! Wow!
A huge 3 to cut it close going to halftime. It's still anyone's ball game.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Sky out in front, up by 2. And we'll be back right after this. And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. Really just an incredible game from Vandersloot.
She can get to the rim as well as anybody in this league. And in the first half, she got to the rim a lot.
Yeah, that's where her points were coming. So the defense just has to do a better job of challenging her at the rim. No easy buckets.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Count that one.
And you see the grit of Atkins there. You simply cannot quantify how hard she plays.
To the left wing, puts up a 3. Atkins grabs the board. Pass to Nurse. Atkins, she's guarded by Williams. Outside Atkins.
Right here.
Here's Vandersloot.
And it's hauled in by McGregor.
And the Storm with possession. A 4-point game. There's the foul, and it's going to go on Angel Reese.
Second personal foul.
That'll be her second foul of the game. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. They set the pick. Here's Diggins Smith. Pass to McGregor. Back to Diggins Smith. And a miss there on the triple. Now Vandersloot. 11 points in the game.
Outside Reese.
Vandersloot the screen. Outside Atkins. 5 to shoot.
Pass to Cardoso.
Back to Atkins.
That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Camila Cardoso.
Nobody, and I mean nobody, will outwork Ariel Atkins. She's passionate about the game and genuinely wants to do well.
Outside Williams. Outside for Diggins Smith. And the Storm miss again.
Those have been some terrible shot choices, Blake. That was not good at all.
Reese gets the bucket.
Nice vision by Nurse. The Canadian moving the ball well.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, it's been a long time without a bucket. Focus.
There's the foul, and it's going to go on Angel Reese.
Second team foul.
That's her third foul of the game. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Here's Diggins Smith, and stolen by Courtney Vandersloot.
Great reflexes to get a hand on that pass and go the other way with it.
The shot by Nurse, no good.
I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Look good here, too. I'm as shocked as you.
Pass to McGregor, and stolen by Nurse. Vandersloot with it. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. McGregor grabs the miss. Seattle with the ball. Nothing yet for them here in the third quarter. And it's Agumake missing. Chicago in the lead. Pass to Vandersloot. Goes outside. Fires from deep. Drills it from outside.
A very nice rhythm to her shot. Nurse is not someone you want to start hitting threes. They can come in bunches when she gets going.
Outside Williams. McGregor. Ogumake outside. Pass to Diggins Smith. Trying to get back on track. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the line.
First personal foul.
Boy, she's as focused as they come, huh? To say Diggins Smith is competitive is a massive understatement.
And here's Atkins. She's got 12. Timeout called the Sky. Storm making a change here.
Outside Reese.
Atkins. Shot clock at 6. High post shot. Buried. buries the jump shot.
Well, for an accurate shooter like Atkins, the mid-range can look effortless, but that's just because she's that good at shooting the ball.
Pass to Brown. From deep, Skylar Diggins-Smith. The rebound by the Sky. Here's Kia Nurse from the arc. She's off on that one. Now here's Brown. Defense is right there. Outside, Diggins-Smith. Off the mark there with the three. Chicago with the ball. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Ariel Atkins on the wing. The three is up. Count that one as her 7th make in 8 attempts, and that's a scorching 86%.
With an unwavering work ethic, Atkins has just about mastered the three ball.
Pass to Diggins-Smith. Here's Brown for three. Drops in the tray.
And she answers right back with a three of her own.
Oh my, they're getting into it. We have got a duel shaping up right now.
Back to Nurse.
Takes it out to Reese.
Vandersloot goes up again.
Pass to Cardoso.
Nurse right side. Shoots over Diggins-Smith. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just can't find a way to score.
Now Horston. Kicks it out to Clark.
And again, Seattle with the triple.
Now you talk about the most accurate shooters in the game. Clark might just be it. So you cannot let her get comfortable off of a pass.
Just outside. Out to Vandersloot. From deep. And again, it's Chicago with a three.
Three's going down quickly at both ends.
What an answer. You come at me with the three, I'm coming right back.
Everybody gets a three.
And it's Skylar Diggins-Smith penetrating. Clark. Yes, and it's Skylar Diggins-Smith with the assist that time.
With how much pride Clark has, you just knew she'd come back with a tray of her own.
Pass to Vandersloot.
Outside Reese.
Outside Atkins.
Cardoso.
Out to Atkins.
Horston with the rebound.
Seattle trailing here. Left side, Diggins-Smith. Pass to Clark. Brown with it. Clark. Back to Brown. The tray. Atkins grabs the board. Chicago with the ball. Here's Vandersloot. She's got 14. Diggins-Smith. Vandersloot defending. Outside for Diggins-Smith. Misses the three.
She's been ice cold from three-point range since halftime, and she continues to fire away. She's got to tone it down.
And that one's good, Atkins.
The level of creativity Atkins shows sometimes is flat out special. Love to see her get tricky with it.
And down it goes, 2 points. Now here's Diggins-Smith. She's got 8. Inside from 7, and that one's good.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Up top, Vandersloot.
Cardoso.
Vandersloot outside. Just 5 to shoot.
Over Horston.
Vandersloot, no good.
That's a shot she's got to hit. You don't get too many better looks from that range.
Horston.
Vandersloot defending.
And that one's good. Horston.
I'll tell you what, Horston is a terror inside. So athletic and so strong.
Pass to Reese.
And here is Nurse. Lets the three fly.
Horston with the rebound.
This has not been a quarter to remember for her.
I mean, what's going on right now? What is this? She's not making any sort of impact for them at that end of the court.
Here's the pick. Lexi Brown on the wing. Off target from outside. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Sky out in front. They're up by 8. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sport. The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. And here are the Storm now, trailing here by 8. Wheeler with it, pass to Magbagor. Now Brown, 5 on the clock. Great D that time from Elizabeth Williams. Here's Nurse, and she banks in the layup.
Great play off contact. Nurse is versatile, and she's a competitor.
Outside Wheeler,
Pass to Horston.
the basket good off the assist from Erica Wheeler. Now Vandersloot. About 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter.
If she can get to the rim, she'll usually turn it into points, but the defense stood tall there.
Offensive board.
Pass to Brown. Clark outside. And the foul on Williams. That's her first foul.
Yeah, she had an established position.
And that's the call you want the refs to make in that situation. If there's any doubt at all, it should be a block.
I agree. Give the offense the benefit of the doubt.
Horston the screen.
Wheeler with it.
She's picked up by Reese.
For 3, Magbagor gets a three-pointer to fall.
And this is how effective Matt McGore can be. All about getting into a rhythm.
Atkins with it. Brown's there. Good on the short little jump shot.
She's had such a steady hand, and I think watching this game, she's the one responsible for getting them this lead late.
Yeah, her shooting percentage is unreal right now. Just so dependable here today.
Magbagor, no good. Chicago leading. Pass to Williams.
Outside Reese.
Nurse with it. She's covered by Clark. Teardrop shot. The shot by Nurse, no good. One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
Ariel Atkins on the wing, guarded by Wheeler, and it's Atkins missing. Now here's Magbagor.
Reese defending.
Here's Brown. And again, it's the Storm missing. Chicago with the ball. They've led by as many as 14 points. And here is Nurse. And Clark pulls it down. Outside Wheeler.
Pass to Horston.
Clark. And the 3 off target. And here is Vandersloot, guarded by Wheeler.
Now it's Reese.
And that one good.
You're making things far too easy for her if you let her get the ball that deep in the post.
Agreed. I couldn't have said it any better myself. You know, you got to do your work early and keep her out of that spot.
Pass to Horston. Shoots over Vandersloot. And that one's good. Horston.
Sweet touch from the in-between area. Horston takes what the defense gives.
Now here's Vandersloot. She's tightly guarded. Just outside. There's the three. Drills the three-pointer.
Of all the players you want to leave open out on the perimeter, she is the last person on the list.
Alicia Clark on the wing. Back to Wheeler. And so she earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and she'll shoot two. It's going to go on Courtney Vandersloot. And the first one at the line is good. And so she makes both from the line. Here's Atkins. Pass to Vandersloot. Williams. To the paint. Out to Vandersloot. She tries for three. They get it back. Now Nurse. Atkins. She's guarded by Williams.
Well, Ariel Atkins can do a lot for her team offensively, but she is also a very talented defender. She does a great job forcing turnovers and putting pressure on opposing shooters.
And so she hits both. The Storm trail. Here's Wheeler. And the defense didn't have position. They whistle a blocking foul, and she'll go to the line. It's going to go on Elizabeth Williams.
Elizabeth Williams.
That one falls, so she hits both of them. Here's Atkins. And the call is going to be, an illegal screen.
The idea of setting a screen on that play, it was the good idea, the right idea, but the execution was not.
Yeah, you really want to set a hard screen, but you also want to make sure it's a legal one.
Ogumake outside.
Call out the screen! Call out the screen!
The kick out to Williams. Nailed from three-point land.
I'm not the biggest fan of that shot, but guess what? She had the space to get it off, so why not?
Pass to Nurse. Baseline jumper. And the shot no good, a bit short.
She kind of short-armed that shot after doing a nice job of getting open.
Ogumake.
Reese defending.
And there's a pick. Nifty move. And it's good on the land.
Those are teammates who clearly know each other's moves very well.
Vandersloot outside. And she was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws for her.
More of a distributor than a scorer, but Vandersloot can still attack defenses in her own right.
First free throw is good. And the Sky making a change here. She hits both from the stripe. And it's the Storm with the ball. A 4-point game. Erica Wheeler drives in. And foul called as she misses, and she's going to shoot 2 free throws. That's on Kia Nurse.
Number 14. 2 shots.
And that one misses. So both teams making some changes here. And she sinks the second. Pass to Atkins. Nurse outside. Six to shoot. Kia Nurse is doubled.
Here's Cardoso.
From deep, Neko Ogumake with the pop.
What a swat by Nneka Ogumake. She sees the shot forming and gets there in time for the denial.
Outside, Diggin Smith. Pass to Williams. And it's all evened up.
Man, this fourth quarter has been tremendous, really, for them from three-point range.
Yeah, a ton of their points coming from long range here. What a barrage.
And what a time to hit the threes.
To the middle. It's tipped. And she recovers it. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing in control.
There's a screen. And count the basket. She was fouled, and she's going to the line for one more.
At the line for Seattle, Gabby Williams. Shooting one.
And the free throw, no good. Here's Chicago now. Trailing by 2. Here's Kia Nurse from the arc. Goes back up. Reese, no good.
There was not a ton of congestion in the lane, and she could have done better for sure.
Now here's Diggin Smith, guarded closely, and the shot goes in.
Whatever intensity might have been lacking the first half, these teams are making up for it now.
Yeah, I'll say. I mean, things have really picked up.
Timeout called the Sky.
To Cardoso. And here's Reese.
For 3, Kia Nurse.
That one falls. A great assist by Angel Reese.
And that's a winning play from Nurse, showing she's more than capable of hitting important shots for her team.
Now here is Ogumake, defended by Atkins. Ogumake, that's good.
Mentally strong in the game's biggest moments. You know, that's why coaches have so much trust in Ogumake.
Screen by Cardoso.
Count it, and she'll have a chance for the three-point play. That one on Diggin Smith. And that one misses. Seattle in the lead. And the layup's good off the glass.
That's what elite playmakers like Diggin Smith do. You know, she's an evolving player that's dependable when you need her.
Just 5 on the clock. Shot high post, buries it, and that shot brings them within just 1. And game could be on the line right here.
It's now or never for them.
Screen by Magdagor.
It's Gabby Williams on the wing.
Now here's Magdagor.
Ogumake outside. The three-pointer off the mark.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock.
To take the lead. Yes!
Well, that pick, it worked like a charm. A nice job taking it right to the tin for the layup.
Outside, Diggin Smith. For the win! Shot is good! But oh, it looks like this one might get reviewed.
The previous play is under review.
And the officials are headed to the scores table to review it. Let's see what happens here. It'll be on to overtime if the original ruling of no basket is confirmed.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And the final call's been made. The original ruling was correct, and this game is over. The basket will not count.
Well, they had to make sure she had